We got to get our football right. Let's just make it about the football. There's no storylines. There's no agendas. It's about good football. We got to play good football on both sides of the ball, be willing to look at it truthfully and improve and take the next step and improve and capitalize on these moments to just see that growth and watch what it takes us. If we go after it every single day for a really long time, and for my players, I always say, guys, just get better the next day. Do that for about 10 years and look back and see where you went.
Pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select
What's up, everybody? What be going on, man? It's your boy Q, aka Uncle Quan. Welcome back to the Panthers Experience with another film breakdown. Today, we are here to break down our brand new head coach, Dave Canales. Now, Panthers fans, let me be real with y'all, man. Where I stand right now as a Panthers fan, I refuse to get my hopes up, y'all. I'm just gonna be real with you, because last time I did that, we ended up 2-15, and I was just let down real bad. So, Dave Canales, you are now the brand new leader of these men. Obviously, we needed a new head coach. We needed a major upgrade at head coach position because Frank Reich just was not it. Frank Reich just simply didn't make any sense with how he ran the system here in Carolina. His scheme didn't make sense. His philosophy didn't make sense, and he didn't really utilize the players properly. At least in my opinion, I don't think he really used a lot of players that I feel like we should have been using, and his offensive scheme overall was just very vanilla. So now what I want to know is, how can Dave Canales lead this team being a first-year head coach? How can you change the culture here in Carolina, and how can you turn this team around to make us a competitive team in the league? Now, I'm not gonna lie, Panther Nation, there is a part of me that do like this hire, man. I mean, we finally got a coach in here who's young, innovative, and got a little bit of personality, unlike this hire has the development of Bryce Young written all over it. Dave Canales was the only remaining offensive-minded head coach out of the candidates that we did have this offseason between Morris, Evero, Mike Vrabel, who were pretty much all defensive-minded coaches. One thing I do like about Dave Canales is that he has a lot of experience working with wide receivers and quarterbacks in this league, and he has been very successful in this league so far. In Seattle, Dave Canales was a wide receivers coach, a pass game coordinator, and a quarterbacks coach in Seattle for a couple of years, where he helped Russell Wilson and Geno Smith throw for over 4,000 yards and helped them become very comfortable in his offensive scheme. He also did the same thing in Tampa Bay with a guy named Baker Mayfield, who was written off by the entire league, and he helped resurrect his career just like he did with Geno Smith. So obviously, what we're looking for from Dave Canales is help Bryce Young develop as a quarterback, just like you did with Geno Smith, just like you did with Russell Wilson, and just like you did with Baker Mayfield. When Dave Canales came here, he was very adamant on letting the media know that he was committed to helping Bryce Young develop as a quarterback, and that he wanted to play to his strengths and help him do what he does best in the pass game. So at this point, that basically means Dave Canales and Bryce Young are definitely married. Now, the success of Dave Canales as a head coach, or the lack thereof, is definitely going to depend on the development of Bryce Young. Now, obviously, throughout Bryce Young's rookie season, he was very inconsistent, had footwork issues, had times where he held the ball too long. We obviously know that Bryce Young was just not comfortable in this offense. So what we need from Dave Canales, we need him to develop an offense that's obviously comfortable for Bryce Young. Dave Canales let the media know that he wanted to get the ball out of Bryce Young's hands quickly, and that is something I've been banging the table for all last season, man. Bryce Young is a very fast processor coming out of college, so I think we need to play to those strengths. We need to get the ball out quick, make some passes from under center, get some rollouts, you know what I'm saying? Mix up the play calling as much as you can. That is something that we didn't see in this rookie season under the Frank Reich regime. Now, one thing I do need Panthers fans to understand is this is something that's going to take time. It's not going to be an overnight fix. This is not going to be a 1 year and we're going to be in the Super Bowl playoffs. No, we need to develop this the right way. We don't need to have a bad season and then fire the head coach and then move the quarterback and then move on to another era, and then we're doing the same shit for another 5 years. We need to be patient, and we need to see improvement in this offense. That's really the main thing that we need to see. I'm not expecting us to have a win season next season, but I want to see improvement in this offense. I want to see you guys compete, and I want to see you switch up the play call, and I want to see you guys actually put up points on the board. Now, if Dave Canales want to turn this offense around and make this kind of a competitive, decent offense, we got to fix this personnel first, man. This personnel that we got now, we cannot go into 2024 with this bullshit that we got on this roster. Obviously, brand new GM Dan Morgan said he wanted dogs in this team. What does that mean? We gonna find out in this free agency just how good a GM Dan Morgan can be. Now, when speaking about Dave Canales, man, I know a lot of people were skeptical about that 9-0 win over us. Only putting up 9 points with just straight field goals, getting into the playoffs. They didn't score a touchdown at all. But first of all, y'all, we can't discredit our defense, man. Our defense is pretty damn good, ran by Ejiro Evero, man. So I do understand the skepticism. So with that being said, we're gonna take a look at how he bounced back when it mattered the most. He made it into the playoffs. So what did he do with the opportunity that he had at hand? Now, what I'm looking for from Dave Canales in this film is how did he bounce back and adjust to a better game plan moving into this wild card? From what I'm seeing, it looked like it's going to be a lot of passes from under center, a lot of play action, a lot of mixed up play calls, a lot of different formations that he's going to throw at us. And we're also going to see one thing that I've been banging the table for all last season. Motion. Motion. The uses of motion is very important in this league, man, because it can give you different looks. It can let your quarterback know if you run in man or zone, and it can really throw off defensive schemes and defensive coverage when you use a lot of motion. So let's go ahead and take a look at this film, man. I appreciate you guys pulling up. Let's go ahead and get into it, baby. Let's get it. Let's take a look at this first play right here. We're going to look at Dave Canales and what he drew up on this play right here. Baker Mayfield under center going against the Philadelphia Eagles on first down right here. What does Dave Canales call on this play? So we're going to take a look at it. We're going to let this play run. Like we do always, we're going to let it run first, and then we're going to talk about it. Baker Mayfield on the center. Got some motion going on. A lot of motion throughout this video that you're going to see in the film. Baker Mayfield coming play action. Takes a shot to Mike Evans. Obviously, Mike Evans was the focal point of this offense. Dave Canales made that very clear when he talked about Mike Evans and just how the offense ran through him. So you're going to see a lot of shots and design plays for Mike Evans. However, he was not the only player that they use on this offense. They like to mix it up a lot. But we're going to talk about specifically on this play what he did to really back up the defense in Philadelphia because those deep shots that he took down the field. Now, obviously, you got Chris Godwin coming from this side, motioning all the way over here to the slot. Now, nobody travels with this guy, so this obviously signifies there is zone coverage from the defense. So Godwin is going to run a deep post, boom, to the middle of the field, kind of clear out these safeties right here, and that's going to free up Mike Evans one-on-one with Darius Slay. He's going to come deep in, right? All right, so now that we know the routes, let's take a look at this thing again and let's slow it down. Godwin in motion. Again, Godwin right here in the slot. He's going to clear this safety, this single high safety. He's right in the middle of the field. Now, he's covered, but it doesn't matter. He's only clearing the middle of the field for Mike Evans. Mike Evans is going to run right behind that deep post for a deep end route, and that's money for Baker Mayfield. That's way too easy. He drew it up very easy for Baker Mayfield. Again, this is an offense that shouldn't have to put too much stress on your quarterback, and that's what I like on this first play. First down, take a shot down the field and get a first down and back that defense up. All right, guys, let's take a look at another offensive play right here, man. I love this by Dave Canales, man. Just the motion that he used in this play and just how quickly he got the ball out of his quarterback's hands on this design here in the red zone. So, obviously, you got Chris Godwin. He's coming in motion. We're going to let this run real quick. Obviously, Chris Godwin is coming in motion. Again, using motion. And something else that Dave Canales emphasized in the press conferences, he wants to get that ball out of his quarterback's hands quickly. He wants to decrease the time that Bryce Young has to throw it in the pocket. So right here, you see it on display with Baker Mayfield. He gets that shit out quick as hell, man. He makes a decision and he rips it. I think that's something that Bryce Young can thrive with. If you just get that bitch out quick, it's going to make it hard for defenses to bring pressure. So Mike Evans is really just clearing. He's clearing, man. He's clearing the end zone to kind of free up number 10 right here. Number 10 is going to run, boom, going to come back. And then you got the tight end. He's going to run a post. Tight end's going to run a post. He's going to run a flat. And Godwin's going to come over in motion. He's going to run like a fade to the end zone. All right, let's take a look at it. All right, we got the motion from Chris Godwin. Again, he's being traveled with, so that signifies man coverage. Baker Mayfield immediately recognizes that. Once again, making it easy for your quarterback to recognize zone or man coverage with the motion. So, again, got motion. Tight end does a great job of bodying this defender right here. Take a look at the tight end coming out. Does a great job of bodying the defender. Great delivery by Baker Mayfield. Look how fast this ball comes out. Hut, 1, 2, 3, boom. That's a strike by Baker Mayfield. That's just a simple drop by the tight end. But again, a great play design in the red zone. Use your tight ends down here. And I think we can be very effective in the red zone if you continue to call plays like this and use your motion and make it easy for your quarterback to see if it's man coverage or zone and make his decision quickly. All right, guys, let's look at another offensive play, man. We're going to draw this thing up. I love the routes that Dave Canales is calling, man. Obviously, again, he has experience working with wide receivers. He understands how to get his receivers some separation, which is something that we terribly struggled with this past season. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do for our receivers here in Carolina and whoever we decide to bring on. All right, so let's draw this thing up, man. You got my guy Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is going to run kind of like a whip right, going to fake outside, come back inside. And then my guy right here, he's also going to fake outside, but he's going to come back in and kind of run like a seam route. Now, Mike Evans, all Mike Evans is doing on the other side is coming back in, kind of like a safety valve for the quarterback. And then moving to the tight end, you're going to take a look at his route. He's going to run sort of like a wheel route. He's going to run a real route and just run straight down the field. You got the check down. He's going to run like a flat, right? All right, so we're going to let this play run. We're going to take a look at how this play developed. I'm going to slow it down a little bit and just kind of let you guys see. Again, motion. Using a lot of motion in his offense. This reminds me of Ben Johnson, man. Ben Johnson is another guy who used a lot of motion. Out comes in motion, runs that wheel. Baker Mayfield gets it out quick. That's an easy first down, easy money. All right, so take a look at it again. I'm going to slow it down. Because Chris Godwin poses such a threat, you got to play up. Look at Bradbury right here. He steps up on Chris Godwin. He's not even worried about 15 right now because both of them made a move inside. So he's thinking, okay, I'm going to play the flat too along with this linebacker. So as soon as Bradbury bites inside, that opens up this whole inside lane right here for this receiver to run through, man. And that's an easy delivery for Baker Mayfield. Once again, Dave Canales is just making this shit easy for his quarterback and easy for his receivers to be on the same page by calling these routes and getting the ball out of your quarterback's hands quickly. And he takes a lot of stress off of the offensive line when you getting the ball out quickly so often. It takes the stress off of the offensive line and it helps them protect better throughout the game because they don't bring a lot of pressure if the pressure doesn't work when you get the ball out quick. So, again, I love how you drew this thing up, Dave Canales. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, let's take a look at another offensive play. We're going to draw this thing up, too, after we let it run. Dave Canales, man, showing how gutsy of a play caller he is, taking a shot for his number one guy. Again, we told you earlier that Mike Evans is the focal point of his offense. He wanted to take a shot, drew up a simple seam for Mike Evans, man, and I can't believe he dropped this one. This was dropped right in the bucket from Baker Mayfield. A hell of a delivery by him. Just bad execution from Mike Evans. But obviously, this is very simple. Mike Evans, one-on-one, press coverage, go. That's it. It's a go route. Same thing over here. Godwin, go. And then you got your two tight ends. He uses two tight ends right here. All they're going to do is come up, come back, come up, come back for like a safety valve if these shots are not there. Now let's take a look at it. Let's let it run again. Again, Mike Evans fucked this up right here, man. This was delivered right into his hands. Again, you got the motion. This signifies zone because nobody travels with him. Baker Mayfield drops back, lets that bitch go, takes a shot. Now, I love this by Dave Canales because this is something we don't see a lot of in the previous years at least. Take a shot. Take a fucking shot. It don't matter, man. Just see it. Give your guy a chance. That's what I'm trying to get at, man. Give your guy a chance. If you got one-on-one, launch that bitch. It's a 50-50 ball at this point. Whoever come down with it, it is what it is. But trust your guy. Give him a chance. I like this play. Very simple. It's just go routes. But it's the fact that you want to give your guys a chance. Take a shot. Make that defense play honest. Make them back up so that you can open up the intermediate routes, which is something that Bryce Young thrives at. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, let's take a look at another offensive play, man. This is actually one of my favorite plays from this game. Even while watching this live, I was like, yo, that's a genius play call. I love how he used that. Simple, but effective, man. Again, making it easy for your quarterback, making it easy for your receivers to exploit their defense. And I think they did a really good job here, and it paid off. So take a look right here, man. You got your tight end at the end. We're going to draw this thing up. All he's doing is just coming across. He's just coming across the field, man. Coming across the field, giving Baker Mayfield a simple option. Your running back is going to come from the backfield. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to come across. Now, there's so many different directions with this shit, man. So you got two guys coming to the flat, right? Across, just coming across. And then while you have to worry about that, you also have Chris Godwin, another speedster guy who's coming on the whole other side. Same thing with Mike Evans, the best player on their team, coming across. All right, so now take a look at this athlete right here. So they're going to motion him inside to the slot, and he's just going to run behind these decoys, man. These decoys, again, they're running across the field. So that's going to make it easier for him to get a free release. Nobody got hands on him. That's way too easy. All he does is run across the field as well. So let's let this run in real time, and we're going to slow this thing down too, man. Athlete comes in motion to the slot, comes across, make two guys bump each other. I love that shit, man. We're going to slow that thing down. And again, just let your athletes run in space. Let them do the work, man. Let them do the work. Who is number 19? I'm not going to hold you. I don't even watch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I don't know who number 19 is. But it's just the fact that you switched up the play calling and you're using different athletes. I'm pretty sure this play was specifically designed for number 19 right here. So take a look at it again. Running behind those decoys. And look at these two defenders right here. Look at these two defenders. There's so many different directions going on right now. These two guys, boom, run straight into each other. Man. So he's wide the fuck open. And then after he gets the ball, he just makes a hell of an athletic play. And he scores. He scores after that, man. So, again, using different athletes and using all kind of different directions to kind of throw out the defense, the fuck am I talking about? The defense, and really just create opportunities for your athletes to shine, man. I really like this. I like the usage of all the different motions and shit like that. So, great job by Dave Canales to call this thing up, man. All right, guys, let's move on to another play, man. This play right here in the pistol formation, I really like this play right here. Something simple as well, but also very effective against this defense. So if you take a look, man, these guys are all decoys. At least the receivers. The receivers and the tight ends, they're decoys. Chris Godwin, decoy. Mike Evans, decoy. Otten, he's a decoy, the tight end. So what they do right here, let's draw this shit up, man. What they do right here, they motion this fullback who's coming from the wide receiver position, and they're going to motion him to the backfield. Now, what they do after they snap the ball, Baker Mayfield is going to take a look down the field, basically indicating that he's going to make a read downfield. That pushes the defense back. And just when you push the defense back, this fullback who's motion right here is going to be a lead block for a swing pass for this running back in the backfield. So let's let it run, man. Let's let it run. I want to see this shit in real time, and then we're going to slow it down and talk about it. But I love this play call. So again, fullback comes in motion to the backfield. You got your running back swinging out, and you got a lead block in front of him. I really love this design. I mean, it's a simple play, but it's very effective. You don't see a lot of this in the league, man. You got your fullback who motions from wide receiver position to the backfield, and he is literally just going to be a lead block for your running back coming from that swing pass. Because what Baker does right here, let's take a look at it again. Let's take a look at it again, man. Look at Baker's eyes. He snaps the ball. He looks down the field. He's looking at Otten. He's looking in Chris Godwin's direction. But this is a designed play for the running back to get this ball, obviously, because you got a lead block. Again, you're trying to get this defense to back up so you can create room for your space. Creating opportunities for your athletes. Again, simple design, but something that you don't see a lot of. And I love the usage of motion. Again, using your motion a lot. And just kind of throwing the defense off, man. Making them play honest. All right, guys, let's take a look at the motion and the routes used right here on this play, man. I mean, a lot of different directions to really spread this defense out. And again, we're making this defense play honest. Great play calling right here, man. Great routes by the wide receivers. I'm going to draw this thing up before I let it run. I do want to talk about this, man. So, all right, so let's draw this thing up, man. Let's take a look at the top of your screen where your tight end is lined up. Very simple design. I mean, he's really just going to run an in route. Very simple. You got one-on-one, body that defender, get him out the way. But a lot of different directions really makes this play easy. So you're going to bring Chris Godwin right here. He's going to come in motion, and he's going to run the out route. He's going to run the out route, and then you got Evans right here. He's going to run a deep, I guess this is a deep in route. He didn't really finish his route on this play. And then you got your other athlete right here. I don't know who the fuck that is. But he's going to run basically across, right? And then you got your running back who's going to run like a choice option route. So let's let this thing run in real time, and then we're going to slow it down. All right. Got the motion from Chris Godwin. Again, a lot of usage of motion, man. Boom. Easy delivery. You see how quick that shit came out? Hold on. Let's count. 1, 2. Boom. Oh, my God. A quick 1-2 drop back and deliver that bitch into the hands of your receiver. That is something that we need. Something that really pissed me off this last season was watching Bryce Young drop back for 3 to 5 seconds. And for one, we're looking at these receivers run 20, 30 yards down the field, so there's nobody open. I mean, everybody running step by step with them. So you dropping back 1, 2, 3, and nobody's open. So if he has time, I'm speaking if he has time, you got time in the pocket, there's nobody open. So yeah, he's holding the ball. But again, when you have nobody to go to, it makes it hard. So you have to get this shit out quick. So what I do like right here, Baker Mayfield drops back 1, 2. Boom, he lets that bitch rip to his tight end. He's made a decision already. So I think Dave Canales can definitely help Bryce Young get comfortable into a system where we're literally just distributing the ball to different receivers, different athletes, and really just helping these guys get comfortable in the offense. Again, man, I really like the usage of motion right here, the different routes to really spread the defense. And again, we're making them play honest, y'all. Making them play honest. But really, one thing I like to emphasize right here is the fact that he got this shit out quick. And that's something that we didn't really see a lot of in this previous season. Here's another example right here, y'all, where Dave Canales uses his different athletes, calling different designs for different players. It's not just around Mike Evans. So if you take a look at your screen, take a look at the bottom. Let me draw this thing up real quick. Take a look at the bottom of your screen. This is number 83. Don't ask me who the fuck 83 is. I don't know. But again, that just kind of emphasizes how much he switches his offense up and how many different athletes he can use on his offense. So take a look at your screen. This is a screen pass. This is a screen pass. Typically a screen pass coming out of the backfield, you would think it'd go to the receiver or the running back. So with this design, these two guys are going to come up and block. They're going to come up and block their guys. And then White, the running back, he's going to swing out, but he's going to be a lead block for this guy. This guy right here, number 83. He's going to motion out to a swing. Baker Mayfield is going to get the ball to him. And then White is going to lead block, and he's just going to follow him. He's just going to follow him for a couple of yards, man. So let's let this thing run. You got your athlete in motion. Swing. You got your running back leading the block. Poor tackling. Letting your athletes get in space and create opportunities, man. First down. Great play design. You got a lead block for your screen. And I think that was very effective, and obviously it paid off, man. So let's move on to the next one. Panther Nation, man, this is another offensive play that definitely impressed me, even live watching this shit. First of all, when you use so much motion in your offense, there's no telling what you're going to do. This play right here was a designed pitch and run, right? Designed pitch and run to the backfield. So one thing I want y'all to take a look at, man, take a look at 83. Again, I don't know who the fuck this is, but he fast as shit. So what he does right now, man, he uses him as a motion, a decoy. So take a look at it, man. Look how Slay is following him. Look how Slay is following him. Now, what this does right here, right? When you're using all that motion, you got him going back and forth, back and forth. Then when you pull him to the other side, look at Slay. Look at where Slay is. Who's on the edge? Who's on the edge? Who's going to stop this run when nobody is on the edge? Darius Slay is all the way over here following this guy who was in motion. Great design, and it was a quick pitch to the opposite direction. You got a lead block. That's an easy first down. Let's take a look at it from the top. I'm going to just let it run without stopping it. You got all this motion, boom, 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 boom. You think this would be an end around, a pitch or something like that? Nah, this was just simply a pitch to the running back. We want to get you guys to play honest. So we're going to fuck you up with a lot of motion, get you running in different directions. And we just when you running one way, we're going to pitch it the other way. So I really do like this play design. I'm going to run it one more time, man. I really like this play. Boom. Quick pitch. Bang. First of all, look at Baker Mayfield. Look how he turns around as if he's going to hand this thing off. Look at the body language. This looks like a handoff. And then, just as soon as you look like you're going to hand it off, you pitch that bitch. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. He comes back, quick pitch. Great play design by Dave Canales. That's an easy first down. Move on to the next one. All right, guys, this is another beautiful design by Dave Canales. Definitely drew this up really well, man. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to draw it up before we let this thing run. Take a look at your screen, man. So we're looking at a 12 personnel. You got two tight ends. Two tight ends in this formation. You got two receivers. And you got a running back. 12 personnel, right? So, on this play, simple. It's a play action. You got your two decoys that are just running down the field, clearing these guys out. Clearing these guys out. You got your speed guy and you got your best guy. Clearing these guys out. So, what you're going to do right here is use your tight end right here as a block. Boom. He's going to block and he's going to release. And then he's going to come up the field where the open spot is in the zone, right? So, Watch how deep Baker Mayfield drops back on this play action. First of all, when you got a quarterback dropping back that deep, it's going to make it harder for pressure to get to him, obviously. So let's let it run. Keep an eye on Auden. You got the block, got the release. Look how deep Baker Mayfield is. Easy delivery, easy pitch and catch. Let's slow it down real quick. All right, take a look at it one more time. Auden comes in the block and release. Look how far back Baker Mayfield is. Who's getting to Baker Mayfield before he lets this ball go? Who's getting to him? He got so much time. Look how deep that drop is. I would love to see play designs like this for Bryce Young, man. Give this guy some time, man. Give him some time, but you got to get some separation like this as well, too. And I think Bryce Young could cook in this offense. But it's gonna take some time, man. Gonna take some time. But this play right here was beautifully developed, beautifully written up, man. So great job by Dave Canales on this play. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, let's take another look at this offense, man. Again, motion is really just the heavy emphasis on this offense. I mean, it gives you a lot of different looks and it helps your offense out a lot. Take a look at Auden right here. He comes in motion from the other side. This allows your tight end. Hold on, let me get rid of this right here. This allows your tight end to get a free release. When you got a big body tight end running with a free release, you don't get any hands on him. That's too easy. That's too easy. That's a quick pitch and catch for Baker Mayfield and Auden, and that's a first down, man. That's easy money, man. That's easy money. But the play design right here, you want to get the ball out quick. Again, let's take a look at it. Let's count. 1. Not even 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds in, he let that bitch rip. This is something that we desperately need in this offense. Get the ball out quick. Get some design plays for your athletes and just really switch it up, man. Switch it up and give these defenses different looks and just get it out quick and dare them to rush you. Dare them to pressure you so that you can exploit them over top, man. I really like this design. I think it's very simple, once again, but effective. All right, guys, let's take a look at another play by this offense, man. This play right here was genius. This was genius. So take a look at your screen. We got a pistol formation. You got 2 tight ends on the out. And then you got your slot guys, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Hold on, let me draw it up real quick. You got your tight ends outside, right? Chris Godwin right here in the slot. Mike Evans, your biggest threat, right here in the slot as well. Now, you got the defense spread out right now. This looks like a pass written all over it. However, just when you think it's a pass, they motion their tight ends. They motion both tight ends inside. Let's take a look at it real quick. Let's let it run. So you motion both tight ends inside. You get extra beef on that line instead of starting with 5, and now you got 7 on the line. That's an easy run up the middle, bro. Like, just when you think the defense is spread it out and getting ready to defend the pass, again, you got 5 guys on the line. You bring 2 extra guys to basically add beef to that line. That's an easy handoff. That's easy yards for White, man. Great job. Great play calling, man. Again, great play calling. Just when you think, hey, pass, y'all, pass. These motherfuckers motion inside, and they add beef to the line to free up a run up the middle for a first down. That's genius play calling, man. I love this run design. Beautiful play, David Canales, once again. Let's move on to the next play. All right, guys, let's take a look at another offensive play. We're going to let this play run first before we draw it up. And let's take a look at it, man. So obviously you got a single high safety. You got pressure being shown. They bring 6. All of that shit is picked up. You got one-on-one. Give your guy a shot. Back shoulder throw. Great execution. Great play call. Great all around. But first of all, on this play right here, I got to shout out that offensive line. Again, you bringing pressure. You bringing 6. Everybody is picked up immediately. First of all, shout out to Joe Gilbert, our new offensive line coach, who was here helping out Dave Canales with the offensive line. Great job by the offensive line, man. Great job by Joe Gilbert. Can he bring this to the Carolina Panthers? That is to be determined. But, hey, right here, you got to give him his flowers. Great job by picking up the protection, allowing Baker Mayfield to go through his reads. Obviously, you running step-by-step with Mike Evans. Hold on, let me let this bar remove. You running step-by-step with Mike Evans. So, what does that mean? When you're running step-by-step on a go route, give him a back shoulder throw. If you got a corner running full speed, it's going to be hard for him to stop and defend a back shoulder throw. So, again, a great throw by Baker Mayfield. Hell of a fucking throw. And a great job by picking up the blitz by the offensive line. Giving your guy a shot. Giving your guy a chance, man. Take a shot. I love this play by Dave Canales. I love the execution by the offense all around. this is something that I envy. I strongly envy as a Panthers fan. I'm hoping that we can bring something similar like this to the Carolinas. Great job. Let's move on to the last play. All right, guys, let's draw up this last play right here, man. Again, shout out to Dave Canales for just this brilliant offensive scheme in this play, man. I mean, obviously, they blew Philadelphia out of the water. This defense didn't know what to do with Dave Canales' offense. So take a look at your screen right here. This is really just taking a shot. Once again, a great job by the offensive line to pick up this protection. They brought pressure, obviously. You got trips left. So Godwin, what he's going to do is going to run a deep post. Mike Evans is going to run a deep post to the end zone as well. You got your guy on the outside just running the out route. And Baker Mayfield, he's going to take a shot. Let's take a look at it in real time. Let's see how this went. Philadelphia bringing the house. They pick it up. Baker Mayfield off the back shoulder throw, just giving your guy a chance against one-on-one coverage. This is man-to-man coverage. So, again, give your guy a chance. It's one-on-one, 50-50 ball. Throw that bitch up. Whoever come with it. But, hey, you gave your guy a chance, and that's something that we need to see in this offense. You just got to give a guy a chance, but we do need receivers that can pull this type of shit off. I just don't think we have that in our room right now. I mean, yes, Adam Thielen is very good in the immediate game. Jonathan Mingo is just obviously a guy who's just in development. I don't really know what Jonathan Mingo can be. Chark probably not going to be here next year, but he's always strapped the fuck up. But he's a pretty good 50-50 ball guy. I'm not going to hold you for the most part, man. But we got to get some personnel in here who can pull off things like this, man. If you want to give your guy a chance, he needs to have the ability to win the 50-50 ball. If you don't have that ability, it's going to make it hard to play quarterback. But again, just throwing that bitch up, hey, he down there somewhere. I trust my guy against yours. 50-50 ball, we win. Touchdown. All right, there you have it, guys, man. In conclusion, I think Dave Canales can obviously change this Panthers offense. And we got a young, innovative head coach in here, man, who I think would have been another hot commodity if he would have came out next year. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, he would have stayed another year in Tampa. If he decided to come out next year and he did the same thing in Tampa that he did this previous season, he definitely would have been one of the more hotter head coaches on the market, and we probably would have had a lesser chance at getting him. So I think the Panthers did do a good job of snagging him while he was hot, and I think he can change this offense. And I love the fact that he is committed to Bryce Young. He wants to help out Bryce Young. Obviously, Bryce Young has been written off early in his career, so he's seen this before. He's seen this with Baker Mayfield. He's seen it with Geno Smith. He wants to resurrect Bryce Young's career as well. And he's still early, so there's no telling what Bryce Young is going to be. We don't know if he's going to be a game manager, an elite quarterback, a game changer. We don't know if he's going to be a bust. We don't know what Bryce Young is going to be. We really just got to get somebody in here who can really sit down and help Bryce Young get comfortable. That's something that we didn't see Bryce Young do. We didn't see him get comfortable in his offense. So can Dave Canales change the culture here in Carolina? Can he help Bryce Young get comfortable in his offense? Can we see a different look here in Carolina? I think so. I think we can. But once again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not going to get my hopes up just yet. I'm really just a spectator. I'm a fan. I'm just watching, bro. At this point, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, we're going to be good this year. We're going to be this and that. I don't know. At this point, I can't tell you what we're going to be, man. But I can watch this film. I can pull up what he's done in the past. And I can show you exactly what we've seen before. So I will say this is definitely an upgrade from Frank Reich. What will Dave Canales be here in Carolina? Can we win under this new regime? I hope so. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys if you made it to the end of the video. Go ahead and slap that like button for your boy if you haven't by now. Subscribe if you haven't by now, and go ahead and hit that notification bell if you haven't by now as well, so you don't miss another video on the channel. I will be back for another film review with Dave Canales. We're going to break down that offensive performance against the Detroit Lions, one of the hottest teams in the NFL in the playoffs, made a deep run. We're going to take a look at that game as well, and then we're going to see how he called up that game. In the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video. As always, stay true to yourself, keep being you, follow those dreams and turn those dreams into goals, and go get it, fam. Love you guys. Peace.